Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Orlando, Florida. So we are
skipping through, yeah?
here.
We're walking to the car because we're going to
today.
Universal.
Yes, today we are going to Universal Studios primarily to go to the Harry Potter world. There, we don't really care about the rest of it. But today is our third day in Orlando. Yeah. We kind of forgot to vlog the first 2 days because we're still new at this, and so it's not in our habit yet to start vlogging.
So our holiday for you guys starts today.
But my dad wants me to show you guys the Four Flamingos restaurant. But yeah, today we're back on the vlog. I'm kind of glad we got the first few days to just chill. And the first day we actually went to Discovery Cove, where my sister and her wife both work as a dolphin trainer and an aquarist. And so I do have like one little video of Jordan with the dolphin, so I can add that.
I think Ariel's got some videos of us swimming with the sharks, with a shark. There's a shark that she works with, and you can like squeeze the belly of the shark, so soft, marshmallow.
Very cute.
It was a good experience.
So yeah, that was our first day. Yesterday we had a more chill day at the hotel, got a massage, went and saw Wicked, got tacos, and then now today we're into Universal, and then we're going to be doing 3 days of Disney World. So we're doing a lot of the park stuff. So yeah.
It's begun, isn't it? Properly begun.
Come along with us.
I mean, thank goodness someone is doing it.
I do think it helps make the most. If you don't have a little bit of a plan, I think you can and just kind of roll through it. Especially this week, you can spend more time in lines. I mean, we'll spend a lot of time.
We're still gonna spend a lot of time in lines.
If you go single, remember that, Hannah? If you go single line,
single riders,
go so much
you go faster.
And it means we don't sit by each other on the rides, but really.
But also, we might sit by each other.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like, it's not.
You don't
like
know, though.
Right. You can be the fourth person in a 3-person family deal, and but if that means a half hour, okay, and which way?
Take a right, honey, you're going to Orlando.
Oh,
Using
psychic readings, guys. Excited, Mom?
Yes.
We're taking a video.
Oh, yes. I'm very excited. Can't wait.
Oh, it's at night.
We're in a 3-hour line.
Okay, yes.
How long have we been in line?
Almost an hour.
I feel like I'm
almost an hour.
aging
That was quick.
while we're in line. I look older than
It gives us time to connect with one another.
We all took the which vegetable are you quiz. I'm a carrot.
I'm a carrot.
Garlic.
Jalapeno.
Yeah. So that's an update.
This is really cool. I love this.
Mom, which house did you get sorted into?
Hufflepuff.
Hufflepuff. So we have Hufflepuff. I'm Hufflepuff, and Andrea
Is Gryffindor.
Gryffindor. First ride done.
Highly recommend Hagrid's Enchanted Forest.
Butterbeer ice cream.
Ooh. Oh, let's see your first sip.
Oh, yep.
I'm going rogue.
Yours is frozen, right?
Cheers.
Yeah, let's do it.
We're back in London. Bloody King's Cross is this?
The bloody same.
Yeah, we're in Diagon Alley. How are you feeling, Marnie?
I'm ready. I'm excited. I'm honestly very excited for this.
Wow.
Want my flash on?
It's really hard to do is just stand.
Oh yeah, standing is exciting. Okay, I see.
Day one at Disney.
Do you have my...
It's New Year's Eve day.
No.
And we're gonna be at Magic Kingdom, which is gonna be crazy. So we got our massive
We
copies.
got so crazy amount of high thrill, full throttle, pedal to the metal rides yesterday. Just like the one
And we're friends.
Wow. We're on Mars.
future home.
It's our future dog.
All your friends, you wanna come again. We got some fancy prancing and some fair square dancing. Most fun I had since I crawled out of the den. It's our country fair musical jamboree.
I think we're getting closer.
3 folks per row. 3 and 3 again.
There's two. There's two islands.
Every time. How's your magical adventure going so far?
Love it.
Yeah? What's your favourite bit so far?
My favorite ride so far, I think, was Tiana's.
That was a waterlogged one.
Tiana's and Space Mountain.
Yeah.
Those ones were really fun.
We're now going to Thunder Mountain.
Thunder Mountain.
Thunder Mountain. We just had the 6:30 p.m. fireworks.
That was so good.
You probably showed them that, right? But
Yeah, I took some videos.
we got a nice little thing going on. Now we got Thunder Mountain, which is going really fast. Then we're going straight to Haunted Mansion Express Pass,
Lightning Lane.
meaning no queue.
And then we've got about some dinner.
And then
And then it's time to wait 5 hours for Tron.
we're going for Tron, the number one exhilarating brand new ride at Disney's Magic Kingdom. What in?
We're gonna do it once again, folks. I'm gonna give you a second chance. You did your favorite dance move. Let's go on to the second favorite dance.
I'd say 80% of the park by something, and then think about all the food they sell.
Exactly. I was like, I wonder how much they make every day.
Sorry.
Their merchandise. Okay, is that
To get so harmless, I would send my friends to danger. You insult my honor. Believe me, I have very little honor to insult.
The engines are hot. Red 2, Blue 5, report. Red 2, check.
Blue 5 standing by.
System scan again. Affirmative. Red okay. Hyperdrive systems normal. Engage repulsors and hold on, recruits. All ships launch.
Got captured. They just took our ship, man. That's our ship. We're in a big ship. They want to interrogate
We
us.
can't give away anything, but I don't remember it, so it's okay.
They want to know where our base is. We won't say nothing.
There.
Cannot escape me. Your precious resistance is about to be destroyed.
That's magnificent. Bro, I didn't want to keep asking questions.
I definitely.
Around that, but it's just a difference.
Oh, the little baby's having a poo.
Well, if you needed any more fruit left here, you may also be able to spot some beautiful flamingos there. Now, flamingos get their distinctive pink color from their diet, which consists largely shrimp, rich in material, quality, appearance. So, the more shrimp these flamingo eat, the bigger and pinker they're going to get throughout the course of their entire lives. The water bug are a very interesting kind of creature. They sweat or secrete a kind of oily substance from their fur, which, a lot like our own sweat, helps keep
Hello to the vlog. Our River Angel clan.
Hola.
We wanted to come on and just do, we took some footage in Orlando, which we got worse and worse at as the trip went on, to be fair. But we wanted to do a little recap of kind of our time, share with you guys, and share our favorite takeaways from all of the things that we did in case anybody wants to go to Orlando or is planning a trip there and wants any tips.
Disneyland, Orlando.
So we did Universal's first. No, first we did Discovery Cove, technically.
Yeah.
So
Basically the parks to start with.
yeah, we did a lot of amusement parks, theme parks. My sister and her wife both work at Discovery Cove, which is owned by SeaWorld. It's in Orlando, and it's a park where you can go and basically have interactions with different animals.
They kind of like, you walk in and it feels like you've just arrived in some Hawaiian kind of hotel. Like straw roof and everything, big wooden beams, and you walk in and there's like you'll get straight away a queue to get your pass, right?
Yeah, and
You get your
it's an
pass.
all-inclusive day pass, so you get free food for the entire day, free drinks except what they call premium cocktails and beer and wine. So if you want like a nicer brand beer or wine or cocktail, you have to pay. But if you want a basic beer, wine, that's free. And then like soda, coffee, all of that stuff is free, plus all of your food.
So we went straight in. Thankfully, Hannah's sister-in-law, she works there, and they took us to swim. Well, firstly we saw the sharks getting fed and the stingrays getting fed. That was amazing.
That was really cool.
And then we went to swim, or at least go and touch up close one of the nurse sharks. Pretty big animals, quite gentle I would say at the time.
Yeah.
Got to feel the bellies. And then we did you can scuba dive. It's a massive snorkel, a massive like pool, like natural-ish man-made pool, which has got all of the stingrays, little fish, big fish, middle fish. No sharks, because obviously they're on a little separate area, a little bit more of a risk. So I guess for those ones you can book to go and swim with them as an extra, which we didn't do.
Yeah.
But just snorkeling with all of those fish and the
The
stingrays,
rays.
yeah.
That was so cool.
Very beautiful.
So yeah, they have basically at Discovery Cove, you pay to get in, and what you get with that, I believe, is your food and drinks. And then you can go in they call it the Grand Reef, which is like a big area that has all the rays and some fish. And then you can go on they have a lazy river there, which is really nice. And then they have an aviary, so you can go and see all different kinds of birds.
Which is cool, because you can feed them.
Yeah, they give you little things of food so that you can go in, and then the birds will hopefully come to you. And some of them will go on your arm, or some of them will go like on a tree next to you and eat from your thing. So that's included. And then they have little little things where they'll bring out, like, they have more animals behind the scenes than what is out. So they have like a little interaction area where like they'll be like, okay, at 11 a.m. we're gonna bring out, like, I saw a tiny anteater, and they like bring her out, and one of the employees is there with her, and then you can see them and talk about them, which was really cool. And so I saw an anteater and an armadillo.
And wow. And then you can also like just relax on the like man-made beach. There's lounges everywhere. Have a drink, have some food, and just enjoy the view and the place and the sun if it's there.
Yeah.
There's like a lot of palm trees around. It's kind of like
it's a really nice area. But then if you want to do the other interactions, you have to pay more. So we got a little bit of a special situation because my sister and her wife work there. So we didn't have to pay to see the shark. I think my parents paid to see the dolphins. So we did the interaction with the shark.
We swam with dolphins.
Yeah. So we did the interaction with the shark. Then we went and snorkeled in the Grand Reef.
I just chilled for a bit.
Yeah, me and my dad went and snorkeled.
We had a family experience with a dolphin called
Kaylee. And my sister was like the one that was kind of running it. So you can go and you can they like bring a dolphin by, they show you some of the things the dolphin could do. You get to pet the dolphin, and then you can do a little like hold on to their fin, and then they pull you from like one end of the pool to the other, which that was really cool. And then you get to like take pictures with them and stuff, which was really, really cute. Yeah.
They're really there to make sure you get a good photo. A lot of people care about the photos. It seems like they're looked after quite well, I would say. It's hard to say, but I think they do get looked after.
The main thing I would say is, like, if anyone watching this is considering going, like, just from talking to my sister, it's, like, because it's, like, a hospitality business and stuff like that, they, like, it's really important for the people to take responsibility, like, for us as, like, people that are going there to take responsibility for the way that we treat the animals. So, like, bear in mind that, like, one, take off your jewelry, because if your jewelry scratches a dolphin, it can be really painful for them. Or if you're swimming and your jewelry falls off into the pool, a fish could literally eat that on accident and die. And my sister said there have been dolphins that have died because they have eaten an earring that someone dropped in the pool because they didn't listen to the instructions. So like, I would just say take responsibility for that, for yourself. Like, take off your jewelry. Don't get drunk before you do it. I think that's another like thing. I saw a lot of people that were like taking advantage of the all-inclusive alcohol, but then going to swim with a dolphin, and that's like, come on, you know, like, go, like, don't be, if you want to get drunk, wait until you've already done your animal interaction and then have your beer. That's what we did, right? Like, we did all of our animal stuff.
Didn't get drunk.
And then at the end we had a beer.
It was
but we didn't get drunk. Yeah.
You're there for the animals, the interaction that you get with being with the sea life, which is very beautiful.
Yeah. And
so,
then
6-7 minutes. Let's go to the next one.
Okay. The last thing I was just going to say is that if you are someone who has a child under 6, they can't do the interactions. So just bear that in mind. If you're going with children, they have to be over 6 years old to do the interactions. Okay, next day we had a chill day, but then we did Universal Studios. Universal Studios was the best place for rides.
For sure. It's
for adults, for like a grown-up person. Yeah.
It's not for kids.
Yeah.
Teenagers, yes. Teenagers upwards, but
like 15, maybe like 15,
depends 13. On your height. 13, 14, 15 up.
Because they have more exciting rides and roller coasters. We like more high thrill rides. So
we're junkies when it comes to rides. Absolute junkies. Let's name some of them. So there was Hagrid's.
Yeah, so there's the Universal Studios Islands of Adventure. They have the Harry Potter world, which is amazing. There's Hagrid's roller coaster. There's the Forbidden Journey, which is one where you see a screen a lot. Yeah. So you might get motion sick.
Augmented reality, but it's, if you have motion sickness, which I do, I like to be outside when I'm on a ride, not inside and looking at a screen. It can make my motion sickness kick off big time. Yeah. But it was still a lot of fun.
And then there was Escape from Gringotts.
Again, you'll remember the Gringotts scene, and you're getting, they have the dragon, and then there's Lestrange is trying to catch you, and it's really fun.
That one's like a combo of screen and roller coaster, I think. Yeah. That one's a little bit more of a hybrid. Yeah. And then there's the Hogwarts Express, so half of the Harry Potter world is in Universal and half is in Islands of Adventure.
There's 2 parks for Universal, basically.
So you do have to get the double park pass if you want to see both.
Yes, and you got half of the Harry Potter world on one side.
Yeah, so you have Hogsmeade in one, and then Diagon Alley is in the other.
Butterbeer, please.
And the butterbeer, if you get the creamy butterbeer, is better than the soda-y one, I would say, right?
They do like a frozen one. Is that one you're talking about?
Yeah, the frozen one, yeah. That one was better. The other one's a little bit too rich, because it is very rich. It's like butterscotch beer, like butterscotch soda, basically.
And it's like a bit of cream soda.
It's non-alcoholic, but it's really good. We like shared one, and that was perfect. Like I don't think I could have drank one by myself.
No.
And then you can take the little Hogwarts Express in between the 2 parks. So that one is a train that takes you from one side to the other, but there is like a little screen. So you do watch like a screen that pretends like you're going through some of the Harry Potter land at the same time.
It was lovely.
That was really cute.
With the rain in the mountains, you know, the Scottish mountains in the background and the rain.
Yeah, that was really cute. And then we ate at the Leaky Cauldron.
Oh, it's really good.
And the food was really good.
It was all English food, like shepherd's pie, sausage and mash, fish and chips.
I had a fish pie.
It was actually good.
But it was really good.
I didn't know what to expect, but it was actually pretty decent.
I thought it was good. I was like really impressed.
Yeah, it was really good.
So definitely recommend that. And then there's lots of really cute shops. The shops are like, it's more for the theme than the actual what's inside. Like obviously they can't, like the magical things that exist in Harry Potter don't exist for us. So like, it's not like there's a lot of really amazing things to buy there, but it's fun to just be like, oh, we're going to go in and like look around, you know?
There's the sweet shops.
Yeah.
With all the funny sweets. There's a lot of one shops, a lot of kids. Actually, an interesting part. The kids love this. You can go to the one shops, buy a wand, and the actual park, the area of Harry Potter is interactive. So sometimes you just wave at you're waving at, your wand and the right thing, and then it suddenly reacts.
It will do something,
interact, like there's actually like a Gringotts, there's the escape dragon at the top. Massively, like very dramatic, and it can blow fire.
But that happens just every so often. It's not from a wand. It just happens every so often.
This is, I mean, if you get the right time and the child genuinely believed, that was down to them.
Okay. Anything else from Harry Potter that you
Harry
can
Potter,
think of?
we done the best out of. I think we got everything out of Harry Potter,
Cool.
for sure.
Okay, so then the next best part of Universal, in my opinion, was Jurassic Park.
Mm-hmm.
Jurassic Park was really cool. It's like a natural vegetation, like kind of tropical vegetation everywhere. So it's a really nice vibe because the air feels more fresh there. And there's a few rides there. There's the classic Jurassic Park ride, which is like a water ride where you go through and then it's like, oh no, things have gone wrong. And that one, it has like one big drop that's fun, but it's more fun for the theme.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun to go...
These animatronic,
yeah,
robotic, like
dinosaurs. Yeah.
Which were like a little bit corny, but I like
yeah,
them.
it's
still
like
fun.
you have to remember nothing is gonna be that realistic. So like embrace the corniness.
Unless you go to Disney, which we'll talk about.
We'll talk about that, yeah. And then, but that one is really fun. And then they have the new roller coaster, the Velocicoaster, which is like, it was such a good, like one of the best roller coasters I've been on.
For sure.
So good. The only thing is
the queue.
Right, like
fucking hell.
So one hack of Universal is do the single rider line, because if you're okay to not ride next to your family or friends,
and you don't have to pay for single rider lines, you know,
because the express pass is like $300 per day per person or something, so it's so expensive. But single riders, the line will be much shorter. You won't ride next to your family, but for a lot of the rides you wouldn't really talk to them anyway, so it's fine. But yeah, we did Velocicoaster. They didn't have single rider available, and we waited in line with my mom for 2.5 hours. It was intense. It's the last thing we did. It was the end of the night, and we were so tired. But when we got to that ride,
and when we got off
it was worth it. Like that ride,
this was a reaction.
It was so good. Amazing. It's super fast. It's super fun. That ride was definitely worth the wait. So if you like roller coasters, go on that
Universal,
one.
Velocicoaster.
Yeah.
Hagrid's is fast.
Hagrid's was also fun. And then in Jurassic Park area, there's also the King Kong ride, but we didn't do that one this time. I've done it in the past.
We did the Hulk in Marvel. So there's Marvel, there's the Simpson area, there's so much for everyone.
Yeah, there's Dr. Seuss.
We went into the E.T. little ride.
Oh yeah, that one was
just
really
like
cute.
The most adorable little adventure.
That's kid friendly.
You get taken from like planet Earth to E.T.'s planet to try and help him save his own planet so it doesn't basically eat itself.
And that one's really cute for like theme. Like it's very gentle. You could take a kid on it, and it's really cute for like the theme. So I would say, like, if you're someone that wants to go there, watch ET and get refreshed on the story before you go. It'll be more fun.
It'll be so fun.
And then it's really, really cute. That one was a very sweet ride. And then in Marvel, the only ride we did in Marvel, we did the Hulk roller coaster, which was another big roller coaster. And it was also very fun. It's like a totally outdoor roller coaster, so there's not really that much theme that goes on. It's just like a crazy roller coaster, and it's really fun.
The queue is very themey as always.
Yeah, we did I think that queue was 90 minutes that we waited for that one with my sister.
Single rider, didn't we, that one? Did we do? No, we didn't do single rider.
They didn't have single rider.
Anyway, Hulk is worth it.
And then we did the rocket, like a rock and roll themed one. And that one was okay. That one, what I would say is it was very rough. Like it shook you around a lot. Whereas the other ones felt very smooth. That one felt really rough. That one was also just a big outdoor roller coaster. It didn't really have a theme. They were saying you were going to make a music video, but it's just kind of whatever. But yeah, that one was also like okay, I would say.
The queue was so short.
Yeah.
And really fast.
We did single rider and we were on in like 20 minutes.
Max. It was really good.
So that was good.
Universal, done.
Yeah, that was kind of it, wasn't it?
Then we went to Animal Kingdom.
Next day, Magic Kingdom. Yeah, so Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, New Year's Eve.
We went on the 31st. It was super busy, we won't lie. Ooh, we got there as early as we could, and we went straight in line to do the Snow White. So my parents got us fast passes. But the way that Disney's doing their fast passes right now is like you get 3 at a time and you can sign up But if you want the premium ones for the most popular rides, you have to pay more, which we didn't do that. So we couldn't get Fast Pass for Snow White. And anyways, we got in line for Snow White right away. I think we waited for 70 minutes. The thing about Disney...
It was cute, though.
Yeah, the Disney roller coasters are much more chill. They're definitely aimed at a younger audience, but they're fun. So, like, you have to go at it with the mindset that, like, it's not going to be a super intense day of rides. It's going to be more theme, more, like, cute roller coasters, cute rides. So, Snow White was super cute, I would say, right?
Yeah, walking around, you're like in the mines where the dwarves are mining, you know, and there's gems to play about. It's a bit like playful,
little interactive, yeah.
There's some things to a lot of like, and what I really like about the lines, which is where you spend a lot of your time, everything's really sturdy, it's well made, it's very, some places you have a bit of road, but generally you have like really strong barriers and like posts, you can like just hold on to it, lean on it, and you feel just like everything's well done and sturdy. It's gonna be tested with everyone, like, you know, pulling on it, leaning on it, and you don't feel like it's ever gonna go anywhere. So it just feels a little bit more solid. I really like that about the queues and the lines. And again, like, there's these like interactive parts, so you're feeling like you're starting to jump into the world of the dwarves. Where do they work?
Yeah,
being a part of that job, like now you are one of the dwarves working.
Yeah,
so there's a lot of thoughts that go behind all of it.
Yeah, it's really cute. So that was really cute. And then I think, so basically in Magic Kingdom, we were trying to do the best we could in regards to like lines, like trying not to wait too long in lines, but obviously we were there on a really busy day, so we were gonna have to wait in lines.
Yeah.
So we did, I think then we went on the Winnie the Pooh ride, which is like clearly meant for children.
So slow, okay?
But it's really cute. If you like Winnie the Pooh, like me and my sister watched Winnie the Pooh as kids so much.
Mm-hmm.
And so we love that ride because it's very nostalgic, but it's definitely for children.
Yeah.
And that one does have fun things in line. Like it had the little honey that you could like draw. It had like fun things to try to keep you entertained.
The kids loved it. You could see
they were all playing.
Yeah,
that was really cute.
Vegetable garden. But just so you remember, just so you know, that the dwarfs ride was actually quite exhilarating, quite fast. Whereas like the Winnie the Pooh ride is more of a slow adventure.
Yeah, it's like
E.T.
It was similar to the E.T. ride.
Yes.
And then we went on Small World. I loved Small World.
That was a force for me, but I'm glad I went on. It's cute. It's really cute.
I love that ride.
Yeah.
I love looking at all the like dolls that they've dressed up as all the different countries.
Some of them are like a little bit shaky from all the years.
Because they're really old, yeah.
They're a bit glitchy, you know.
But I love that ride. I love looking at all the different... I think they have a room for each continent. I think that's how they do it. And then they have like different dolls dressed up and they sing the song in different languages. Hi, baby. And then at the end, it's like the whole world comes together. So everybody's dressed in like white and silver, but they're still in their like traditional costumes, but just in the color white. And everyone's like sharing the space together, which I think is such a cute message. Like, it's like we're all together, we're all human. And I love that ride. So I always have to go on it. Then what do we go to Space Mountain next?
Possibly, yeah. So there's a space area.
Tomorrowland,
which is supposed to be at Disney's.
So, sorry, wait. The first three we did were in Fantasyland.
Fantasyland, where you have like the old school Disney characters. But then we
I'm
went
just
into
gonna let this
Tomorrowland. Tomorrowland Future. It's basically
like this futuristic, but it's like the 60s version. Oh, hi, girl,
it's basically
Tiger.
Disney's idea of what the future would look like, kind of vibe.
From the 60s.
Well, maybe they didn't know that was going to be the vibe, but they had a bit of a 60s vibe. It was cute. It was cool. We went on to Space Mountain, which we had a lightning pass for, which just meant we just literally get to the front of the queue in a heartbeat, and you're straight on. And normally you're next to each other on a roller coaster, maybe 2 minimum, but this time you're on a single line behind each other of 4, and it's just like going through this huge, humongous structure. It looks like a big circus tent from the outside, but wide. Inside is completely dark apart from the lights, and you're just going through this wonderful little journey into space. And
we had a different one though. They had like changed it for the holiday, and I will say I like the old version better. The normal
was a bit
one.
Of a Christmas jingle.
It was like a Christmas lights theme.
Yeah, but it was still.
But it was still fun.
still a lot of fun. And you know what I really enjoyed? When we left the ride and you walk out, there's like these really cool little scenes of like Mars,
it's
Venus.
Like you've gone to space and now you're in space.
Now you're in space.
Yeah, which was really cute.
Landed in another planet, which was really nice.
Which
really
was
nice.
cute. Then we ate at the little, like, I can't remember what it's called. There's like a little...
Rays.
Oh, yeah, that's it. In Tomorrowland.
Like
it was okay. Actually, to be fair, the salads were better than what I thought they were going to be. I was on a salad diet because my digestion was being a little bit funky.
I mean,
so,
you eat a lot of heavy food when you're out and about.
Sure. And the salads in Disney, they actually have like kale and like they were much better than what I thought they were going to be.
They still fill you up. They still kind of fulfilling. You know? They're really good after that.
Yeah. So then that, and then it was raining a little bit, so we were kind of like trying to shelter. And then, what did we go to after? Is that when we tried to go on Pirates of the Caribbean? And then did we go to Tatiana?
Frontierland, yeah.
So then, now they're starting this new thing where they do what they call a virtual queue. So in Magic Kingdom, I think the only one they do it for is the Tatiana ride, which used to be Splash Mountain, but they changed it to Tatiana's like Bayou Adventure or something.
Going down the bayou, going down the bayou. Na, 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 na. I could keep going.
Yeah. And so that one, you like get on, they open the virtual queue at certain times and you refresh your app. You have to download the Disney app, by the way. If you're going to Disney, you absolutely must download the app because everything is on there.
It's a map. It tells you how long the queues
are. It tells you what time your fast passes are. That's how you do your fast pass when you get it. Or they call it Lightning Lane now, but it used to be fast pass. Anyway, so my mom was like refreshing the app. She got us into the virtual queue. So if you want to be able to go on the ride, you have to get a spot in the virtual queue. And then on the app, it will say, okay, like we were number 77 and it will say, okay, now it's like 71 through 81. So that's when you can go to the line and then you can wait in the line then. But I think what they do is that way the line never goes more than like an hour long, basically.
Yeah, and it doesn't just fill up half of the space.
Yeah.
Half of the park with people.
I think we waited in line for about an hour for that.
Yes.
And then
but
that
Tatiana's
one was fun.
Ride is,
it was very fun.
Some people say it was one of their favourites.
Yeah.
Not that it's not the most exhilarating, but it is great.
It's cute.
It's got a good mixture of like the log water rides coming down on descent, but then you've also got a wonderful character. Now, let me just mention, comparing to Universal, what Disney really does well with, and I think they excel at, is actually their animatronics.
Oh, yeah.
I think they spend way more. They perfected that in a way that is like I haven't seen that anywhere else. They really have realistic, and we also moved into. We'll talk about a little bit later about Star Wars. The Star Wars land. They just spent, and Pandora. The animatronics there, I think, are the best I've ever seen.
Yeah.
So you've got to go.
Okay. So let me just say one other thing.
We're gonna do a little.
So I would say that Tatiana's ride was like the equivalent of the Jurassic Park ride because it's like a theme water ride and then it has like 2 big drops, and then that's it. Oh,
if you haven't watched it, it's called The Princess.
The Princess and the Frog. It's so cute. It's a great film. We ended up watching it because Andrea hadn't seen it and my parents had never seen it.
It's got voodoo in it.
And it was the last hand-drawn animation film that Disney made before they started doing full, like, CGI animation. Honey, you're kicking the camera.
Sorry. I'm pointing to it. We need to leave.
And it's really, really cute. It has really cute songs and a cute story, I would say. All right, we'll pause this and then we'll come back to finish. All right, guys, we're back from our dinner. We're here to finish our Orlando recap, and we'll try not to ramble quite so much this half.
That's impossible. We're bloody heavy
ramblers.
We're
a rambling duo. But
you rambled a lot at dinner, so it makes sense that we carry it on.
You rambled.
Molly, I loved you at dinner. You carry on being yourself. Your full
Whoa!
self. Molly, be your full rambling self. Love Marnie.
Anywho, the last point that I really feel like we need to share from Magic Kingdom is don't wait in line for Tron.
Oh no.
That's the biggest moral of the story.
That's gonna be the title of the story.
Do not wait for Tron. We waited in line 2 hours and 20 minutes for that ride. and it was the worst expenditure of time of my life.
I'll never get that back. I've lost it forever.
It was 60 seconds long.
It was so... We got on the ride after all this time, and it was such a like great start to this ride, because it was like a little bit like Hagrid. You're on a motorbike. This time it's a Tron bike. The setup is cool.
The hype is like super high.
You're accelerating super fast to start with. It's like, yay!
And then over.
That's it.
And then you're like,
get-
I literally looked over and I was like, what?
Why?
It's done?
Stay.
I was like, no, there must be a second part.
No.
It was so dumb. So I would not wait in line more than 30 minutes for that ride.
If we had gone for a ride that was double the amount, we would have waited 4 hours.
Anyway, don't wait in line that long. All right, let's go on to Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom was by far my favorite.
Wait, Hollywood Studios, man.
Oh, I skipped Hollywood Studios. Okay, Hollywood Studios, I give it a B+. It was like, the Star Wars area was really cool.
Oh, come on, let's just talk about Star Wars area. Okay, let me talk about Star Wars area, because I love Star Wars area. Guys, I love the Star Wars area. I feel like there's two areas in Hollywood Studios that are amazing. Star Wars and Toy Story. Both of those lands,
cute.
Themes are top. The rides have got really good ones. So starting on Star Wars, we landed there. Now, they've gone through the trouble of really trying to bring these different planets onto our planet with all this rock formations. They've even built kind of like small mountains in the background. There's just like, you're in this place, and there's a sense of like, hold on a minute, like where am I right now? Is this really planet Earth? Because it feels like it's not.
Yeah.
And before I go on to the rides, we went and actually had some food for lunch.
No, we went on the first ride.
Yeah, no, I'm not gonna go in chronological order here. We're gonna talk about the food to start with. Now it's fun because in one of the areas in Star Wars land, you have this like a street row, which seems like, you know, those market streets in Morocco, but the Star Wars version. I'm sure it's been in many Star Wars films and different ones. And you're walking around and people are selling stuff. Obviously, they're selling merchandise. But funny enough, the only thing that really caught my eye was this Star Wars card game. It's basically like a kind of a poker game, but the Star Wars the Galactic version, much simpler to play. I lost it somewhere in the house. Can't find it. Anyway, the point is, they've really gone through all the efforts in the world to make it feel as believable as possible that you're actually on a planet. We went to Paid and had the most weirdest of foods, but it was great. For example, my food, we were in this like galactic...
It's quite gourmet, I would say. Like, it's quite fancy.
It was very nice. You know that you get chicken and waffles, yeah? Or you get bacon and pancakes. Well, in Star Wars land, you get pork ribs and muffins. Lovely. It was delicious.
I had another nice salad there.
It was really good. And it had like different coloured beers.
To be fair, this day we were very tired because we'd stayed out all till midnight the night before, and then we got up really early to get there when it opened so that we could beat the line on this first ride. So that was the Rise of the Resistance. That was a pretty good ride. I won't lie. I don't think I loved it as much as everyone else, but it was pretty good.
Me and your dad, absolutely.
They loved it. They were like, I think it's like a boy ride.
It blew my mind. It actually blew my mind. I was not expecting what I was confronted with. This experience genuinely came as close as possible to actually being in the movie. It was amazing.
You like go through a lot of different rooms where they have actual like workers dressed up and they're really like acting. Like there's this one part where they were like, they put us in a line, one of the workers did, and then they had these like fake stormtrooper like but life-size statues, and then the guy went to the stormtroopers and he was like, watch them, and then left because we were like resistance that had been captured by the
yeah. And that's the beautiful part about it. It's like
It's cute.
It's not only a story that's actually in the film, you're reliving that story, but
Yeah.
it's not like a normal roller coaster. You're on two rails, you're on a cart, and you're off. This one is like the cart, which it changes. You have to really experience it. The cart was like a remote. It's like a you know, like
Kind of like a go-kart, but like
it's
not.
massive. You can put 6 people on it, and imagine. You know those robotic hoovers that you get at home, but something that can hold 6 people.
A Roomba.
It's like one of those, and you're just like getting
That's
chased
true,
around,
yeah.
you're shot at with
Yeah.
these laser guns, and I'm like, woo!
And then at one point you go into one room and then there's like a lightsaber that comes down through the ceiling, like they're cutting through. It was really cool. It was fun. It wasn't my favorite, but it was really cute. And it was like top in terms of like the overall theme, because there was like 3 different areas, and like that one was really cool.
That was the first.
Then
one.
we went
one.
to. Did we do Slinky Dog next in Toy Story?
Well, let's move to Star Wars.
Slinky Dog was cute because I don't know if I would have waited that long for it, but it was cute. It's like a roller coaster that's good for like
teenagers.
Not even like I would say it's good for like older children, like 10-year-olds, you know?
It's like semi-exhilarating.
It's not too intense, but it's fun, and it is a roller coaster. And the
Fun.
area
It's a lot of
of
fun.
Toy Story was really cute. It looks like you're the size of a toy, like everything is huge. And they even had like the little army man drum group that was coming around. That was cute.
It was really fun.
So yeah, that was really cute. And then did we go to the railway? Was it Mickey and Minnie's Railway? Or did we go to the other Star Wars?
First.
So then we went on the other one, which that one is like you
that's
go
like
in and
an
it's like
arcade game.
Yeah, it's like 2 people are the pilot, 2 people are the engineers, and 2 people are the shooters. And then you go through simulation and you're actually driving and stuff. And that one is fun because it's like group interactive. One thing I would say on that one, don't do the single rider lane, because it's more fun if you know the people you're with. Like we were with all of my family, and then there was one guy, because there was 5 of us, I think. And then there was one guy that got put in with us as a single rider. And obviously we tried to welcome him as best we could, but we thought afterwards, we were like, that's probably an awkward one to be a single rider on.
Depends on the kind of person you are. Some people love it, you know?
Yeah. But anyway, that one was fun, because
force.
like me and my sister were driving, and then Andrea and my dad were shooting, right?
And your mum was shooting.
Oh, and then my dad and the other guy were the
Trying to
engineers.
repair
So
the
it'll be
damage.
like it has a simulator screen, and we're actually like driving.
The whole thing is like a simulation, and it's moving, and it's like there's a screen in front, obviously, where the windows are. But it's
that one's fun because it's
fun.
like a group activity more
It's
than like a
fun.
passive
you get a little
ride.
score at the end to just get on a little route or that.
And then I think we did the railway, which is Mickey and Minnie's Railway. That one again, it's like cute. It's like
really good.
It's like it was a similar vibe of the Star Wars ride in that it's like a
moving
Roomba.
car. Yeah.
But you go through different rooms. It's much more chill. It's like there's only that one part that was a little bit intense when it looked like we were going down the waterfall. But it's kind of like a journey through the Mickey cartoons over the years.
It was actually a beautiful love story.
Yeah, except for when she shoved Pluto in the trunk. That really pissed me off.
Manny's an animal activist.
I really can't handle it. Anyway, made me kind of hate Minnie Mouse.
She was a bit...
She's kind of a bitch, to be honest. I was like, what the fuck,
self-centered.
Minnie? I always thought that you were a good, nice girl. Anyway, that one was cute. Again, like all ages ride.
Very
like,
fun. That's
fun.
worth doing. It was a long... I mean, we were tired. But
Yeah.
It's a semi-long queue.
I was struggling with the lines that day,
Yeah,
I won't lie.
It was long.
Then, the best thing of the best ride of all.
Oh,
Tower of Terror.
Manny loves Tower of Terror.
Oh, then we went to the Bell Show, actually.
Oh, yeah, there's some nice shows.
The Bell Show was really
Finding
nice.
Nemo.
No, that was Animal Kingdom. The Hollywood Studios is the Bell Show. That's a good one, to be honest.
Sure that's not
Animal Kingdom was
Hollywood.
Nemo.
That was Nemo, eh?
No, it was Animal Kingdom.
What ones did we watch at...
Hollywood, we only watched Belle because Voyage of the Little Mermaid was closed. That's the other one that's usually there, but
I might be wrong on this one.
Getting refurbished.
Yeah.
The Bell Show is really good. It's like a very condensed version of Belle, but they had like really nice singers, really good dancing. It was very cute. Nice. So definitely recommend that one.
Good amphitheater, wasn't it?
Yeah, and then we did the best ride of all, Tower of Terror. Disney, if you happen to watch this, don't you dare change the last Tower of Terror. I will be so angry with you. Because that ride is classic. And it's just irreplaceable. In, like, I'm an interior design nerd. If you guys haven't been able to tell by the vlog. And I love the interior design of Tower of Terror and how it's like all old and spooky. And even though no one watches the Twilight Zone anymore, it doesn't really matter because
Twilight Zone.
It's still like it's still a theme that people can understand even if they haven't watched the Twilight Zone. And
it doesn't even feel real, that show.
It's so it's just the best ride of all time. We got like our picture of, don't make a face. It's the best ride of all time.
I'm just imagining my belly, because I find those types of ride. Normally, before coming to this one, there was a different one in the UK that's similar. It's just up, it's the Tower of Terror, you go up and you fall back down.
But this one's not, you go forward some, and then you go down, and then
this one is the top.
It's so good.
Top of the ones that go up and down, basically.
It's the best ride ever.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, I can't even say what else goes up. Ooh.
It's so good.
But it's really good. It's really good. I'm more of a, like, spin me upside down, going hoops and loops.
But can you just lean that way so we can show them the other way? Lean away from me.
I'll be there.
Look at this little floofkin.
I'll be there.
Are you the cutest floof in the whole world? You are.
Just call my name.
Okay, that's my tea.
Yeah, let me show them. I'll be there.
Yeah.
That's
okay, so that's Hollywood
Did
Studios
we go home
done.
after that?
We went home early that day because we were tired. Then, well, my parents then went out to dinner. I don't know how they did that, but we went home and went to bed.
Troopers. Your parents are troopers.
Then we got up the
Disney Springs. Tell me about Disney Springs a little
We
bit.
didn't go.
No, but it's basically, what is it? It's,
I don't know.
It's like a shopping mall for Disney. Okay. And full of restaurants.
Anyway, I haven't been there, so I don't know. Okay, so then the last day we did at Disney was Animal Kingdom. That was my favorite day overall. One, I don't know why Animal Kingdom is not as popular as the other parks, but it's not. So we got all fast passes. There's literally only one ride that we didn't go on and that we didn't have a fast pass in. So that day, the longest line we waited in was like 20 minutes, and it was so nice. It's also like foliage is everywhere. Like there's trees, and you just feel like good vibes.
There's Asia Land, Africa Land, USA, Dinosaur Land.
And Pandora.
Guys, Pandora. If anyone that loves Avatar, Pandora is just a must. It's such a real life Avatar on planet Earth.
They really built a thing. Obviously, it's not floating in the air because that's impossible.
Mountains.
But they built like a structure that's like a floating mountains, and then there's like foliage that goes up. It's so nice.
The
and
tree
at
of
night,
life. There's another thing. It's a tree of life.
At night, everything lights up. That's like so cool. It's like bioluminescent. Well, it's not bio, but it's they make it look like it's bioluminescence. But yeah, that one is really cool. I think they're ripping out Dino Land USA, so we went on the Dinosaur Land. It's a bit outdated, yeah. But I was a little bit sad because I did like the dinosaur ride. That one's cute. It's themey, more for all ages. There's one part where the dinosaur like kind of eats you. That's like
if you were like old jaggedy jeep, traveled into the past millions of years to
get the iguanodon.
Thanks to this kind of like egotistical scientist.
And he wants you to bring back the iguanodon.
Yeah, he's like, I've worked out. And then anyway, it's a dangerous mission. We took it, and it was a good one. It was a fun one.
It's cute.
Yeah.
And then we did Kali River Rapids. That was cute. It's like a water ride.
Ma Kali.
It's really short, but it's really fun. And the line doesn't get long for that one. It never got over like 40 minutes.
It's so fun. You know what I loved? I mean, we didn't realise this, but when we got off the ride, you walk across the bridge, and we didn't realise, but there's buttons on the bridge that as a person on that bridge, you can shoot people as they're like getting to a certain point, and there's like an elephant statue, and if you press the button, the elephant statue will squirt someone, and there's like kids going...
We got squirted. We got like showered by someone. Oh, do you know what else was so fun? Those monkeys that were like howling. Remember? They were like, ooh, 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 ooh. They were like these monkeys, and they were really doing the show.
They're funny.
And then there was then we did the Kilimanjaro Safari in Africa. It's amazing. They have so many animals there. We saw rhinos, giraffes, lions, ostriches, zebras, wildebeest. What else? Hippos,
hippopotamus.
gorillas. They have the gorilla trail.
What's that?
Okapi.
That's a copy.
Crazy. There was
Okapi.
elephants. There's so many animals. I was so impressed. And then we did more things before the Avatar ride. We went to Festival of the Lion King. I won't lie, I remembered that show as being better than what it was when I went this time. Maybe I had too high of expectations, but also the singers' microphones didn't come on until the very last song. So that was a bit frustrating, especially for me who's like being a professional singer, you know. I obviously wanted to like hear their voices. And that was a little bit annoying because we couldn't hear them for a lot of the show. But the Finding Nemo show, oh my, that was like the dark horse of the whole trip for me.
I think that was one of my favorites.
It was one of my favorite. That was my favorite show for sure, and it was one of my favorite things of the whole trip. It was
really
so cute.
Singers were really nice. The costume.
I think it's because I had no expectations.
Puppeteering,
I was like, this is gonna be weird because how would they make a show about Finding Nemo?
It was just a well condensed version.
Oh,
of
and
Finding Nemo.
the puppets were so good. They had made such cute songs for it. I want to see that get made into a full musical. Like I'm like, they should take those songs and then build out the rest of the musical.
What was the message out of that one, Money?
It was that we had to trust.
Don't worry about being back.
But it was like it was so clever because at the part with the sharks when they do like fish are friends not food, there's like this song, and then when he smells the blood, the song turned into like screamo heavy metal, and he was like and I don't know, like again, I think I'm analyzing it as a performer, but I was like, that's so clever, like from a creative standpoint, that's so clever to like jump that change. And then the turtle, whoever was Crush, he was an amazing singer. He should be on Broadway. He was so good. And then yeah, it was so cute. I cried. I was like,
it was such a beautiful
it
message.
was so sweet.
Trust your children, give them space to grow, to explore, make their own mistakes. Wonderful stories.
And then
just keep swimming.
yeah, what else did we do at Animal Kingdom? There was another, I feel like there's one other thing that Expedition Everest.
Yeah, of course.
That one's fun.
So the Asia land is amazing. So it's so much fun. That's where the Kali River is. And you get like this Nepalese, Tibetan vibe going on.
Yeah.
And they've somehow, I don't know how much concrete they use to build these things. But they build this kind of semi-life-size fucking Everest in this park. I'm looking in a distance.
It's not semi-life-size at all.
It's not semi, but it feels
it's big.
huge.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? It feels like
it's big.
The perspective that they managed to create.
Yeah.
As I as someone that can appreciate a good sculpture installation. I mean, the things they've done, and I mean, obviously you put money in, you can do anything, but the perspective they managed to get from someone just standing in exactly where they are in a park, making it feel like you're looking at a real mountain, at least the size and the ratio of the distance, it's just the perspective that he's created is just like magic.
It's
this is
really
incredible. And then they they made it into a ride. You go up there and you're going inside that mountain, you're getting chased by a Bigfoot Yeti.
The Yeti.
Or we're escaping it, whatever. And it breaks, and he's angry, and he breaks my rail, and then we're all going to be stuck. We have to go backwards on ourselves down the mountain. It was so fun.
It's so fun. I would have gone on that one again if it was...
Single rider on that one is a good shout.
I would have gone on that one again if it wasn't like our last day and I was really tired. Someone next to me was like
half an hour single rider, because that was an hour and a half queue.
But we had fast pass, so we waited like 15 minutes.
Don't hate us.
And then the last but not least, I think, was the Avatar ride. So there's 2 Avatar rides. One we didn't do because the line never got shorter than like 2 hours, and we just weren't down for that.
So let's explain a little bit from what we do know about that one. That one is like a water ride. You're a little bit more of like a theme space of I guess you're exploring Pandora through a much slower pace.
And then The ride we went on was where you get to ride your, what was it called, an Ikron? A Banshee.
A Banshee. You know,
But anyway, the flying thing that they ride in
That's like your
Avatar.
initiation into adulthood, I guess, you know, and you have to join with this Banshee, and together you unify, and then you can fly together.
That one was cool. It is a screen ride though.
It's a screen
like a
ride,
screen one, so you
motion
get a little
sickness
sick.
Triggering if I definitely got triggered. Your dad and I do get triggered by those for sure. Your dad even more so than I do.
Yeah,
but I feel when I get older, I will feel that even more. I know I would.
Yeah, but that one is kind of cool because like they did add some extra touches because it's like you're riding the Banshee and they have like things that like expand between your legs. Oh, sorry, yeah. So it feels like you're feeling it breathe. Yeah. So that's like pretty cool.
The breath is contracting your it's amazing. The story, you're navigating through Pandora. You get to see different worlds, different terrains, different animals, different things. You're going to see land, mountains, like sky mountains. And there's just this beautiful scene at the end, and I won't spoil it, but definitely worth watching, definitely worth being part of it.
Yeah. Okay, I think the last thing we need to share about is the manatees.
If you want to go to swim with manatees, Florida is a place for you.
It's really fun.
There's a lot of them.
I really appreciated the manatee interaction we did. I'll put the link in the video notes so that you guys can... It was an eco-friendly one, so like they're really eco-conscious. And I really liked it because they have you practice what they call passive observation. So you're not allowed to touch the manatee. If a manatee touches you, then it's okay.
Warning, this is when Hannah's going to get upset about something, about animal related.
Yeah. But you're not allowed to touch them. So I really appreciate that because I obviously am a big animal person. But it was really nice. We went and swam in some of the areas. Your guide like takes you out to an area where there's a lot of manatees. And then you snorkel, you have like a wetsuit on, and then you just get to watch them basically, and it's amazing. They swim right next to you. I did have a few bump into me. There's like moms and babies,
a lot of them, yeah.
Single ones. They're so gentle. They're really beautiful animals. The only downside was I got so cold quite early on. So I had to get out, like, me and my mom both had to get out after I wanted to stay in longer. But I was getting so cold that, like, I was shivering so much that I felt like, because they're like, don't stir the sediment in the water, because if you bring the sand up from the bottom of the river, then, like, you can't see as much. And I literally felt like my shivering was, like, stirring the sediment because I was shivering so much.
It's just not fun to be in the water when you're cold.
Yeah, and then it kind of takes away the fun. Yeah. So that was my only thing is, even though we went at the perfect time in regards to, like, it's cold, so the more manatees come toward the inland of Florida during that season. But I think I would sacrifice the amount of manatees to see less manatees, but go when it's a little bit warmer so that I wasn't so uncomfortable in the water.
Yeah, the springs are so beautiful, surrounded by wonderful land and terrain.
Yeah.
But yeah, for your information, the manatees come to the springs when it's cold, in the winter time when the sea is cold. So that's the best time to see the quantity. If you want quantity, winter is the best time.
There was like thousands.
Summertime, obviously, they're at sea. They're not really that interested in going to the spring water, so you're less likely to see them.
Yeah,
that's not to say you're not going to be able to see them.
I would say even going like a month or two after what we went. So like maybe going March, February when it's starting to get a little bit warmer in Florida, but it's not so warm. That might be a better time. Huh?
February is warm in Florida.
Oh. All right. Well, I don't know. Anyway, I think next time I would love to do it again. I would definitely go back and do that again, but I would love to go when it's just slightly warmer because I did struggle, and then I felt a little bit like sad because I was like, I was like sitting in the boat trying to warm up. But the cool thing was, even from the boat, you saw so many manatees, and there was like sometimes a few
better views. Sometimes.
I had better views from the boat because there was a few that like came up right toward the ladder of the boat. And they were like hanging out, like playing with something off the edge of the boat. So I did get to see some good views from there, but I would have loved to like be in the water a little bit longer. But yeah, it's just, it was just tough with the temperature of the water. My sister and Ari, her wife, had like double layer wetsuits because they own their own wetsuits from working at Discovery Cove. So they were able to stay in like a super long time because they had 2 layers on.
They're acclimatized now to 20 degree water.
Yeah.
That's their work.
Yeah. So anyway, but yeah, that's kind of a recap of the main activities. Other than that, we just hung out and chilled. So there's not much to report from that. But
so the only thing we didn't get to do, which I think would have been something for the next time, is that it is Disneyland Epcot, and apparently we heard very much that if you're again another one for the big thrill-seeking rides, Guardians of the Galaxy apparently could be the #1 ride of the part of all the Disney parks. I still stand by Velocicoaster, which is Universal, and Hagrid's, which again is Universal. They were my 2 thrill-seeking, but Epcot still had a lot to offer, which we didn't get a chance to go to. But Guardians of the Galaxy, next time, I say. All right, well, put in the comments. Let us know how you get on. Send us some postcards. We would love to know.
Postcards from Florida, yeah. Anyway, thanks for watching. We will be back with our regular programming of DIY stuff and home and boat living.
It's my birthday next week, so I don't know.
So we're not doing a lot of DIY. Yeah, we could vlog your birthday, couldn't we? Okay. Anyway.
Ciao.
So we passed the castle.